Is liking pictures while in a relationship considered cheating? I'm gonna start out by reading some of your comments. I got over 160 votes. Ultimately, y'all decided that liking pictures is not a form of flirting, but it was a close second for a lot of people that thought that it was. What do you think personally? What are your personal opinions on whether liking pictures?
So, in all honesty, it depends. Because I do agree that it's considered some type of, like, cheating.
It's kind of flirting. It kind of is.
I definitely agree. Because, like, what you mean by that heart? Like, what you mean?
Like, you like it?
Like, why do you like it?
You know what the Bible says? He who has committed sin in his mind has committed sin in his heart. Or who has looked at a woman with lust has already committed sin in his heart. So I feel like liking a picture, according to the Bible, I don't know. But then also, honestly, I'm like on the line. Because like, so it's just like, sometimes it's just like subconscious. You're like, doo-doo, and keep it scrolling.
True. Because there's been times like, you know, scrolling through like, wow, I like his fit. Or I like her fit.
Right,
heart.
there are reasons.
Right.
I think it really depends on the nature of why you're liking the picture.
If you're liking some naked persons, I'm not going to say naked.
Right.
Like, that's definitely, you don't like the fit. It's not the fit that you like. Right, you're looking at ass, just straight ass. If you're not an ass person, probably titties. Let's be real.
Alright, so let's get into what some of y'all said. This person asked to remain anonymous, and she said, a like is a like, but comments such as hard eyes is another story. You're trying to get attention, and why? Absolutely. Commenting, that's it. Like, you about to be single, done, cooked, over with. We not entertaining that. If I see my man liking another girl's pictures, he's not my man no more. He belonged to the streets.
He belonged to the streets.
Shanae said, liking a picture can be innocent. It's the commenting for me. Nah, there's no...
Once you comment, it's done. Like,
yeah, there's no gray area with a comment. A hard eye is a hard eye, and then it's clipped after that. Brian Joel said, nah. Everyone loves Nisa said, yes, flirting is cheating. But is liking pictures considered flirting? That's the $1 million question right here. Cool Breeze LT said, flirting is a natural thing, and sometimes people may not even realize that they're flirting.
Alright, it is a natural thing.
On Instagram, it's not natural, though. It's not like a a face-to-face, like, interaction where you're just like, oh, you think, yeah, it is a good day. Like, no. You're decisive about every action that you make because you have to think it through as you're typing, as you're doing whatever. That is not a natural thing. Sorry, Cool Breeze LT. I don't know what type of time you be on. You sound like you on some thought shit, really. Pretty Solstice said, it depends on what kind of pic, which is kind of like what she was going on. So, if it's an ass pic and your man likes it, it's some, you know how they be doing. They be selling pussy on the internet. If your man is liking one of them pictures. What if it is, though, like somebody with, like, freaking Kim Kardashian? Your man likes an ass pic from Kim Kardashian. You gonna get mad?
No, what are the chances of them? What if Kim Kardashian probably don't even want them?
But then are we like, doesn't that defeat the principle?
No, because what are the chances Kim's gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck with you? No.
But then would that mean that the person's insecure? Does that make us insecure then if we don't care if they like Kim Kardashian's booty pic, but we care if they like a more accessible girl's booty pic?
I don't know so much of insecure, just because it's like...
But then it also raises the topic. If you think a woman is accessible to your man, should that be your man? Like, I don't know. There's so many components here.
I feel like if it's accessible, like, it just... There's an opportunity for them to go meet up with the person. As for, like, example, Kim, she up in, like, Cali somewhere...
Right.
Like,
but if you're in a relationship and you trust your partner, no matter what the other person is doing, no person should be accessible to your partner.
True.
Do y'all agree? Cassie, my girl Cassie, I don't know where she at. She's probably not on here. Cassie said, it's not cheating, but it's disrespectful and won't be tolerated. Flirting while being in a relationship is corny, whack, and lame. Damn, Cassie.
She
Go ahead. She moving with intention. That's why her and Jess are so cute. Cinderella Taught You said, just mentally like it. There's no need to publicly indicate interest in sexy, provocative pics. I completely agree. If I'm in a relationship, I'm scrolling. I might be like, oh, all right, he looked good. That's a good picture of him. But it's just like, it could cause so much static. Like, you don't know who knows who. He could go to him and be like, oh, like, your girl be liking my pictures. And that's going to start a fight. So it's like, is a like worth putting your relationship in jeopardy? I mean, if you're solid, then it's not going to, like, you know, you'll be able to overcome anything. But at the same time, like, why even cause, like, any type of rift in your relationship over a freaking double tap to a person who is completely irrelevant if they are irrelevant? It's like, how important is the relationship if it's going to bring up static? Because, okay, maybe it's just a like. But then homegirl is going to go say, oh, her man be liking all my pictures. And then it just has you looking stupid at the end of the day. Kai from Morrison said, people need to be honest with themselves. The difference is if you intend to connect with that person or not. I guess that has a lot to do with it. But isn't liking a picture like a means of like the fruition of something larger? How many of y'all relationships have started? You liking his pictures, he likes your pictures, then all of a sudden y'all hopping in the DMs talking. Deanna said, liking a pic is what the app is designed for. Anything further than that is cheating. But what is your intention when liking the picture? Are you hoping she gonna like your picture back, or he gonna like your picture back, and then that?
Is a like a shooting your shot?
It is. I feel like, see, so that's another reason when I'm in a relationship, I don't like other people's pictures, because guys see it as like an in, like, oh, she liked my picture. That's my cue to try and slide in the DMs.
Right.
And it's not always that. Like, well, I don't, if I'm in a relationship, I'm not like your picture. If I like your picture while I'm single, I might be fake trying to shoot my shot on return, because I'm definitely not sure. I'm not hopping to nobody DM. If I'm single and I'm like your picture, like my shit's back so I know you like me, and then start a little conversation. You might not make it past the DMs, but I'll have a little conversation. We can exchange some dialogue. C-Stack said, depend how the pic looks, ash/titties, and how many times, and if the person isn't famous. So that's like basically the same thing we said. It has like a lot to do with like the accessibility of the person, but then it also brings into question, like, why am I concerned about a person being accessible to my person? And should I be with this person if I feel like anybody is accessible to my person? But then it also goes into when you get into a relationship, like maybe you have trauma, maybe you have been cheated on, maybe you're not necessarily insecure, but it's a trauma response and it makes you feel uncomfortable. These are the kinds of things that you should talk with your partner and like establish boundaries. Like, this is not what I like, and my expectations in a relationship are, I'm not comfortable with you liking somebody's pictures.
I think definitely, like, first things first, like, communication is like the biggest thing. And not even communication, because it's like comprehension is better than communication, because you can like talk everything you want, but 50-50, if they're not comprehending, it's going in through one ear and out the other. So then at that point, it's pointless to even talk about them. And if you're trying to communicate with your significant other and notice that they're not comprehending after a few talks or when you communicate, like, I think it should just end right there.
It might just be dead and over with. You might be being a dead horse at that point. The fact that you even feel the need is that subconsciously that you know or have a strong inclination that your partner is capable of committing infidelity towards you. And at that point, it's like, do I really want to stay? Right. If I have learned anything today, it is that life is extremely short. And if you have that in the back of your mind about your partner, is this really your forever person? Is your forever person going to make you feel insecure about these things? But then is it always that deep?
But at the same time, like, I feel like as well, like, if you start feeling like that, at least try to like let them know that this makes me feel this way. And then from there, like, see how it goes.
Right, that's true. That's true. Because it could also just be like, you know, just us. Sometimes women get in our heads and we may feel a type of way about it. And if you're able to articulate that to your partner and they're responsive to it, then maybe it is worth something.
Any guys are on right now, how would y'all feel if like your significant other...
How do you feel about your girl liking pics of like a very attractive other man?
Right, like...
Because all I heard, the only like men that reacted or gave me feedback on the issue were talking about them defending themselves from women, but I didn't get any feedback from men saying like how they would feel about their girl doing it.
Right, like
how would y'all feel about it? Because we always think about it in the perspective of the women having an issue. What about if you're the man in the relationship and your girl's liking other dudes' pics? Are you with it, or are you like, nah, that's not cool? Kyfro Morrison said, it really depends on how you like the picture. I didn't realize that there was more than one way to like a picture, but he goes on to say, if I like somebody's picture who I never talk to, only one like out of every 2 or 3 posts, you can tell I'm not interested. So if your man is serially liking a photo, that means he's interested? Is that what y'all telling me? Is this like a general man statement or what? Miss Queen Fee said, all depends on the person's mind frame when they do it. Like, what was the intent when they did it? Yes, it is small, but in this day and age, people do things strategically, which I 1000% agree. You might like do it as like an innocent thing, but then like low key in the back of your mind be like, let's see, you know, if they actually interested. Because the other thing about men is like when they get a bad bitch, for lack of better terms, it boosts their ego. A man who has never had a bad bitch, when they finally get a bad bitch, they be puffed up, and then it gives them confidence. And sometimes being a bad bitch and giving your love to a man will give them the confidence to cheat, because then they're like, I didn't even know I had a game like this. I bagged you, look at how in love you are with me, instead of just appreciating it. They be like, what new levels can I reach? Jordy H said, depends how many consecutive likes you're given and the contents of the photos, in my opinion. That's true. And that goes with Kyfro Morrison said. Like, he said, if I only like one out of every 2 or 3 posts, you can tell I'm not interested. So, if they're serially liking somebody's post, what that's saying to me through y'all, what y'all are telling me is that equates to interest in some way, shape, or form. Which is a form of dry cheating, because that's like, why are you interested in somebody while you're in a relationship? What is that?
If you're interested in somebody else, just leave. Just tell them like, yo, not feeling you.
But men are selfish. They'll be like, I want to have my insurance policy and test drive other fucking cars. Like, dog.
No. If you have to hide something from somebody and delete things right off the bat, that's cheating.
Right.
Like, why do you have to hide? Like, I agree, you shouldn't go through.
Yeah, there should really just not be like secrets like in a relationship when you're like, especially at our big age. Like, what are you keeping secrets for? Either you 10 toes down or you not in it. Like, it's just.
What if they got 9 toes? Hey, 9 toes down.
9 toes down. Somebody who's been.
Now I got another question.
What?
So we're talking about liking pictures. How about swiping up on the stories?
See, that's like a thing, because if you feel the need to go through your significant other's phone, you need to check yourself into therapy or look into yourself. 1, why do I feel the need to go through this person's phone, my significant other? 2, do I need to be with this person that I feel would betray my trust like that? Because that's not what a relationship is.
It's mentally draining as like in a person.
It is mentally draining. It's mentally draining to be going through that. You feel you have a partner, you feel you need to go through their phone. It's mentally draining to be so paranoid that you feel that you're with a partner that you feel like doesn't love you, that you need to go through their phone. It's mentally draining on all parts. That's what I'm saying. If you feel the need to go through somebody's phone, leave. Go to therapy, work on yourself, and skirt. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for anybody. Everybody's gonna be miserable in this equation. These men, they cheating, do not say. If you feel the need to go through their phone, you need to go to therapy because you have some trauma, some unresolved issues. You have confidence issues. Like, you just need to leave the relationship, work on yourself. It's coming from somebody who's been there. This isn't me like passing judgment. This is my growth as a woman, as a person who has been in compromising situations and not always made the best decisions. Now include our previous and point of the live. Liking pictures.
You saw the hearts?
No. Liking pictures can be perceived as flirting when done in a specific manner, which would, equal to like infidelity, but I think men are strategic with their likes at times. Not all men, but it happens. And if you feel the need to go through somebody's phone, leave them for your own mental health and for your own personal growth. If you feel the need to go through somebody's phone, leave them. That's it. I even introduced this is my little sister, yeah.
Yo,
I've probably seen her on my page, but
probably, maybe. My name is Keishla. Follow me at Magical K. You already know.
Alright, well that concludes today's live, I guess. And yeah. Alright, bye y'all.
See you on the flip side. Part 2. Alright, hear me
Hey,
out.
Yo, it's like, alright,
hear me out. Everybody watch porn.